Lately I found it difficult to make these videos, but today I found some time between my Omegle sessions to actually do something productive. I present to you the Blair Witch Project in VR. Gee golly, all these horror games always makes me sully my jaws, so needless to say, playing them can put quite a bit of challenge to my guts. If you don't know what this horror story is about, let me introduce it to you. I'll do it from my perspective, how I got to know it. So there was a time in 1999 when a friend of mine lent me this VHS tape of the first movie. I didn't know what to expect, since at the time I had no access to the internet. So I popped it into the VHS player and started it. Now, found footage horror movies weren't really a common thing back then, so everything seemed so real. I even thought it was a real thing. I was a kid back then, so what do you expect? So after watching the movie, I felt uneasy. It left a mystery behind, making me question if it was fiction or a documentary. Anyway, as time went on, I forgot about it and never really dug deeper into the lore. So here I am, in the present day, seeing the story pop up again in a video game format. And it's also a VR experience! I quickly wired the money to Gabe and hopped into the forest of Black Hills. Now, let's start with the story. It takes place about 2 years after the events of the first movie. The same creepy forest, the same mysterious disappearances. This former policeman, Ellis something, who also happens to be a military vet, and his dog, Bullet, volunteered to search for yet another disappearance in these damn woods. This time, it's a 9-year-old kid named Peter. Petey McPetey.
In local news, there is still no sign of the 9-year-old Peter Shannon.
I love this transition when he unsuspectingly walks into the forest. You know this is the moment he enters into the other realm. As you go deeper into the woods, many mind-fucky things unfold. It mostly revolves around your character and his interactions with the world. And in this world, you don't really meet any other people. However, you will see them in your PTSD memories, found videotapes, or interact with them on your radio or phone.
Ellis to base. Did you copy?
But it seems that you're stuck in this other dimension, where you only have a window into the real world. So the game perfectly captures the atmosphere of isolation, making you experience these psychological terrors.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Towards the end, it gets even crazier. Much like in the movie, you know that somebody's coming after you, and that's terrifying.
Shit. Oh fuck, it's so dark. Is he following me?
There's no definite conclusion to the story, as it seems that the game has multiple endings. I got the one where I didn't find the kid, we all got back home, and call it a day. The end. The graphics look solid.
We do a good painting on the graphics, senor!
The developers did a great job creating this spooky woods atmosphere. It's not that you only have a grass texture slapped onto the ground with some generic trees. Nah, bruh! It has all these fallen trees, random twigs lying around, bendy paths, and much more.
Oh fuck.
No!
It passes as a believable forest, something you could find in real life if you went mushroom picking. Except in this scenario, you picked the wrong kind of mushrooms, making you see crazy ass shit. Overall, the color grading, the textures, and the word clutter don't make me wish I was blind. The sound is good. The eerie music definitely amps the atmospheric levels to the max, making me consider putting on adult diapers next time.
These are nice pants. I don't want to shit in them.
What is it?
You have very fitting forest sounds all over. Sometimes you don't know what's rustling around the corner. Could be monsters, or could be just somebody shitting last night's burrito. The voice acting is also fantastic. Voice deliveries are clear without too much useless dialogue about the lore. Some games like to overwhelm you with some random mumbo jumbo, but all the stuff you hear here is only relevant to the story at the moment.
See this knife? I remember holding it against my wrist.
Now here's where I want to criticize the game a bit. The controls could use some work. I like that all the items you need can be easily accessed just by picking them off your chest. But jeez! Sometimes when you try to grab something, it just completely ignores whatever you want to do, making you stand there like an idiot playing with your thumbs. And I don't know if it was my bad or something, but who binds the pause menu to a trigger button? That's like the most intuitive button I would go to if I wanted to perform an action. What the hell is up with that? Or maybe it's just a glitch. Then fix your motherfucking glitches, motherfuckers! Also, it's unclear if you can sprint or not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Other than that, the game controls like any other VR game. Nothing too special, you can make it work. Now, the gameplay is really more of an interactive movie experience rather than a game. You will have puzzles and some combat encounters, but they are included there to just add that video game label. I like that you have to use found videotapes to make stuff from the past appear, kind of adding a new dimension to the game. The highlight mechanic would probably be your flashlight. Not only that it helps with the darkness, but it also makes the boogeyman go away. Speaking of which, the enemies in this game are just some creatures made out of twigs, and then you have some rolling things made out of leaves? I don't know, could be the rolling pubes or something? You know what, maybe you should count PTSD as an enemy, since half of the time you will be experiencing it in one way or another. But to be fair, the game is based on the movie, so the main gameplay mechanic would be you just being lost. And being lost in these woods is no joke! Sometimes you have no idea where to go, you're like a headless chicken running around, and when you think you're going the right way, boom! You're back at the starting point! That is very amplified at the very end of the game. Now I suffer from PTSD this game has given me!
I think I hear like footsteps or something.
Jesus!
Fuck off! Oh, for fuck's sake!
The only other VR horror games I've played are the Resident Evil series, but it's hard to compare. This one has its unique feel, brilliantly extending the late 90s movie into VR. So overall, I think it's a good game for those who are into horror movies and have a VR set. It took me about 5 hours to beat the main story, but since the game has multiple endings, it will pull you back in to uncover the full picture. If not the story, then the world with beautifully crafted environments for sure. I know that the next time I play it, I'm going to put SpongeBob music in the background just to keep my sanity intact. But now, I'm sorry guys, I have to tune out, because the Hoobin' Boobin' party is in town! I want to thank all my friends, colleagues and strangers who watched this shit. Today, special thanks go to the wallaby I accidentally found on Omegle. Shout out to you, my G!
Ale,
Co to kurwa?
ale ty rozumiesz po polsku, nie?
Well, yeah, a little bit, yeah. I'm just a random motherfucker making videos online. If you like this shit, hit that like and subscribe. See ya!